wonder what's in here.
While the Western genre may be traditionally synonymous with run-and-gun action, Desperados 3's real-time tactical stealth missions are best played at a meticulous crawl. This often fiercely challenging game of covert cowboys gives you a colourful gang of outlaws with unique and complementary skills, ever-changing mission parameters that encourage experimentation, and a diverse collection of sand-swept settings to sneak through. Desperados 3 is a western that's just as wily as it is wild, and should be firmly in the iron sights of anyone with the appetite for a serious stealth challenge. A prequel to the original game, Desperados 3's campaign serves as an origin story for main protagonist John Cooper, who stars in a tale of bitter revenge that spills its first blood on the rocks of Colorado and leaves a trail all the way down to the dustiest depths of New Mexico, in a series of vibrant and wonderfully detailed frontier settings. The plot may be more stock standard than an unmodified Winchester, but what makes the 30-hour journey of Desperados 3's campaign so captivating is the camaraderie shared between its 5 playable characters.
Are you kidding me?
Their contextual banter really helps to define their individual personalities, making for an outlaw gang I was consistently happy to be at the reins of.
So who's first on your list?
How about we just kill them in the order we like?
Great plan you have there.
Although it admittedly seems a little odd when these back and forths continue even when the characters are separated by large stretches of the map. Almost as though they've been outfitted with walkie-talkies by a time-traveling Doc Brown.
Keep your head down.
Just getting started.
These guys here are isolated.
Which means no one will hear their cries for help.
Each member of your bloodthirsty brigade has their own specific skills and tools, and much of Desperados 3 is spent hiding in bushes for several minutes at a time, trying to decide exactly which combination of them is required to systematically snuff out each area full of enemies.
Not your lucky day.
Whether you're using Cooper to startle livestock with the toss of a coin,
Works like a charm.
or having Kate wear a seductive disguise in order to divert an enemy's gaze,
I could talk to you all day.
each character is consistently useful. But by far the most valuable slayer in Desperados 3 is Isabel. This voodoo priestess provides a supernatural spin on the otherwise fairly traditional stealth mechanics, tethering baddies together to create pairs of walking voodoo dolls, whereby whatever fate befalls one is simultaneously shared by the other.
See you on the other side.
This leads to some truly inspired solutions for thinning out the enemy numbers,
Hope that was worth it.
and I felt that Desperados 3 was really at its most flexible anytime Isabel was in my stealth squad. 2 birds, 1 big stone. Everything plays out in real time, but you can also pause the action in Desperados 3 to plot out a sequence of moves for your squad, like killing an enemy and then carrying and concealing their body, all in one action. Plotting and executing a synchronized attack from all angles to clear an area of threats without raising an alarm is consistently satisfying to perform.
Bring it on. Oh, I see where this is going.
I don't mind tearing this place down.
Sure thing, amigo.
Desperados 3's automated assaults don't make life too easy though, because pulling off such graceful cowboy killing choreography still requires a lot of rehearsals. Since every guard is dutifully watching another guard's back, you'll almost always be caught in the act if you simply sneak up to stab a lookout from behind.
I got you now.
That leads to a heck of a lot of trial and error should you wish to make your way through each mission without alerting the guards and having them call reinforcements. Despite being a game about cowboys, Desperados 3 is not so much about being quick on the draw as it is about being quick on the quick save. My progress through each Desperados 3 mission demanded more frequent reloading than a single-shot rifle, as I continued to repeatedly botch each enemy encounter until I could come up with the most effective plan of attack.
We'll see.
Certainly in the midst of Desperados 3's most challenging enemy outposts, I felt like I was trapped in my own personal gunslinging Groundhog Day.
It really hurt.
But no matter how maddening the more difficult moments became, the sense of accomplishment I felt when I eventually overcame them was always immense.
See you on the other side.
The occasional presence of environmental hazards also provided some welcome assistance. And I relished the moments I was able to indulge in some Agent 47 style underhandedness to make my kills look like accidents.
What's wrong with this?
That's gotta hurt.
I certainly appreciated these level-specific features, especially considering that the recursive nature of its gameplay and the sheer scale of its maps meant that some missions in Desperados 3 took me well over 3 hours to complete. The last time I experienced Western epics with running times like these, they were written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. Desperados 3 is an uncompromising tactical stealth game that tests your patience and rewards your willingness to experiment. Playing with a charming team of toy soldier-sized assassins in a series of deadly and detailed dioramas is tough and requires a lot of trial and error.
There you are!
But success is every bit as rousing as a whiskey chaser. Dormant for 14 years, in Desperados 3 the series enjoys the most triumphant comeback in the Western genre since Clint Eastwood made Unforgiven. For more Desperados 3, be sure to read my full written review on IGN.com or watch the first 10 minutes of gameplay. And for everything else, stick with IGN.